We're going to go through and do a couple of them. For the first one, number one is multiple choice. So don't get tripped up because it's multiple choice. Number two. So number two says rectangle ABCD is similar to rectangle WXYZ. So we are going to go through and draw two pictures because when in doubt, draw it out. So if I label the first one A, B, C, and D, remember that the way I draw the first one determines how I have to label the second one. So it's a little bit bigger or smaller to W, X, Y, Z. So A matches with W, B matches with X, C matches with Y, D matches with Z. So AB is 2.7, WX is 8.1, ZW is 24.6. What is the length of DA? So that's where I'm going to put X. And then this is exactly what we were doing the past 2 weeks. So we're going to pick something on the small shape. So 2.7. The matching piece of that on the big is 8.1. And that's equal to small, which is X, over big, which is 24.6. And then we're going to cross multiply. So if I cross multiply, 8.1 times X is 8.1X. If I cross multiply this way, 2.7 times 24.6 is 66.42. And then when I divide by 8.1, I'm going to get my answer. So technically X, or the length of AD, is 8.2. So it's the same as what we've been doing, just in words. So for number 5. Number 5 says, Evelyn is trying to measure the height of a nearby flagpole using a mirror as shown in the diagram. The mirror is 6 meters away from the flagpole. Here's my flagpole. Here's the mirror. This is 6 meters away from the flagpole and is also 2 meters away from Evelyn. The height to her eyes is 157 centimeters, from which she can clearly see the top of the flagpole. How many centimeters tall is the flagpole? So that's my X, and I want it in centimeters. So I'm going to convert these to centimeters. So on your reference sheet for geometry, they give you the reference. So it says 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So if I have 2 meters, that's going to be 200 centimeters and 600 centimeters. So something on the small would be like 157. If I pick 157 first, that matches with X on the big triangle. Then I have 200, and that matches with 600. I'm going to cross multiply. So 200 times X is 200X. 600 times 157 is 94,200. If I divide by 200, X is 471 centimeters. So this is exactly what we've been doing. It's just looks a little different because you have to draw it out, because when in doubt, draw it out. So if I flip my page, you can cross out number 7. Cross out number 7. It says a 6-foot person. We're going to go to number 9. So number 9 says 2 computers are similar to each other. When closed, they give the following conditions. Computer A, so if I have computer A and computer B, computer A has a length of 13.2 and a width of 9.6. Computer B has a length that is 1.6 inches greater than A. So if I add these, that's going to represent the length of the bigger one. So that's going to be 14.8. What is the width of computer B? So I'm going to put my X there. So I'm going to do small and 9.6 over big, which is X. 13.2 over 14.8. And then I'm going to cross multiply. So if I cross multiply and I cross multiply, cannot do it in the calculator. you get x equals 10 point, it's a crazy decimal, but I'm going to round to 8 because it's like 10.7. Okay, the next ones already give you the pictures, so let's go down to number 13. 13 says in the diagram, the measure of angle B is equal to ADE. So when they use 3 letters, it's really just the middle. So angle D and B are equal. So ABC is similar to ADE. It's the smaller one inside the big one. So ADE. And this is by angle because they both share angle A. So you have those 3 things. You have side, angle, and you have side, angle, side. These are just angles. 2 angles are congruent, so angle, theorem. On the next page, you can cross out number 6. And then we're going to do one on the very, very back. So on the very, very back, we'll do number 12. Number 12 says, Justin knows that AB is congruent to JK. So AB is congruent to JK. BC is congruent to J or LK. AC is congruent to JL. I need to write that algebraic expression or a description that can show that can be used. So you can technically have 2 different answers for this because it doesn't say if you're going from this triangle to this triangle or this one to this one. So one of the possible answers, either way, if you look, your x is not shifting left or right anything. So no matter what, this is going to be just x. X stays the same. You're not adding 0. You're not adding 1. You're not adding 2. You're not adding anything. It's just x. X stays the same. But what happens to y is you have 2 options. I could go down 3. So I could say y minus 3. Or you could technically go the opposite way and you could go up 3. Because it doesn't specify, both of these would be considered correct. And because it's like a test that grades itself, both of those would be acceptable answers. Because it doesn't say you're going from here to here or starting here and going to here. So you can go down or you can go up either way. But either way, x is the same. You're not going left or right anything.